Alright guys, this should be a fun battle report because I am trying a crazy new list. This one here, I love Nemo2. He is a great jackcaster and just has some really cool abilities. And this one here is his tier 1 weatherman list. Now really all I'm kind of getting from this list is that for every heavy I can field an extra Stormcaller. So I'm actually going to have 6 Stormcallers in this list, and I got the 3 defenders, and I got the big old storm wall too, and it's just really a list that can really stay back and shoot things up. And you know what, I mean, I can be shredding heavies with all these big guns, and when stuff comes up here with, you know, any infantry, I just zap the hell out of it. I mean, with the elite cadre with Nemo2, all these guys are skill 9, POW 12, so much strangulation. This is a list that I actually think has lots of potential, so looking forward to try it out. On the other side, though, is a whole bunch of trouble, and that's because I'm up against Epic Lylyth. And you know what this list doesn't deal with well? Stealth heavies. Yeah, that's a real problem. So luckily for me, he's taking more of a tame Epic Lylyth with only 1 Ravagore. A lot of it is also troops, so it's not really that major of a deal. I mean, if this was like 4 Ravagores, forget about it. I just have no chance. But in this one here, there's a chance. The river going down the middle, that's also a big problem. But, you know, we'll deal with it. And really what my plan is going to be is then to use my guns to shoot down the raptors as they come in, try and pot off and zap all these striders, and then just really bully him with my Stormwall. By the way, I didn't mention it, but Jake's is running the Stormwall, which, I mean, it's really just to try and get on there all the focus I can. If I was going to go with a regular junior, I could not do Arcane Shield and give it all the focus, and even though he doesn't really get a lot from her spell, hey, you know, at least I can be like 8 inches back rather than 6. So luckily I win the initiative, and I'm just really rushing on up there. I actually don't even put up Jake's spell on the Stormwall because I'd rather have Nemo's spell that gives +2 armor, and I ignore all, it's called failsafe, and I also ignore all crippled systems, so that's great. Otherwise, I allocate 1 to everything. They all run up. I also do some Energizer, and you can see how my Stormcallers actually behind the little wall there of defenders to keep them safe. So otherwise, on his first turn, he's starting to try and get around me. There's a Strider going either way. The Raptors are going off on the left. By the way, they're praying Nemo, so look out, buddy. They're coming for you. Otherwise, I don't know why I didn't think about this, but he takes a shot at the middle defender, and then that would have hit everything kind of with the AoE, and also killed the Stormcaller behind it. Luckily for me, it actually scatters. It goes off where you see the ring underneath my Stormwall, so kind of dodge a bullet there, but I'll have to play a little bit more smarter in the future. Otherwise, of course, Shadow Pack is up and all that mean stuff. And what I'm planning to do with this turn is get up there. Like I said, I think I can actually zap away the what's it called, Deathstalker on either side. I can kill pretty much all the Striders. I'll put down cover fire down so the Legionnaires are basically useless, and then kill off as many of those Raptors as possible. So it didn't really go the way that I wanted it to. Both Deathstalkers are killed, so fantastic. You know, go up there, able to block some things. I was able to shoot down the one Shepherd, so that's going to kind of hurt him for his little control for managing Fury. But the shots on the left, I mean, I missed one of the shots. The other one connects and kills a Raptor. No, sorry, I do kill 2 Raptors. So I was hoping to kill 3, but the real problem is that the direction I went made it so that one of my defenders was out of range. So a little bit of a problem there. The real reason why I'm doing this is that normally if I was up against anyone else, I just go behind the woods here and I'm totally safe. The problem is that I'm up against Legion that can see through the forest, so I need a continuous line of base to base between the Stormwall and the defenders. In order to get where I wanted to be, that's just a sacrifice I made. So either way, you know, not too bad damage done right away. So on his turn, he's going to kind of not go, he's not going to pop feet yet. He's going to want to hold on to it. The Raptors really flanking to my side here, killing off a couple of Stormcallers, so that's sad news. They're also really threatening Jake's, so she's going to have to just ditch. Otherwise, the Legionnaires kind of working their way to the right. taking a few shots at me, doing a little bit of damage to my defenders. He also puts Pursuit up onto my leftmost defender, so of course if I were to move that, I'm in trouble. Now, normally what I'd be doing in this case is that this would be the time that Pop Feet, go up and Energizer up and just like charge him with my guys and tie everything up. But I can't do that. So I'm going to have to try and find a way to keep Nemo safe, and basically I think I have to do that by switching to the right, so I have to kind of kill off as many of these Legionnaires as possible, hopefully shoot down some more Raptors, and yeah, try and stay safe. So on my turn, this is actually going to be my feet turn, because this will be the turn that things will have to kind of break up. So I know he's going to be able to get it aligned to me, so I needed to have as much focus on me as possible. I actually derped up my feet, because I forgot a portion of it. So really, with my feet, I got to upkeep failsafe. I went and I put out the, nothing on my jacks, because then I pop feet, and they all get 3. But what I'm allowed to actually do then after is pull Fury back off of them, or focus, back onto myself. And that would have been used to raise up my armor, which is what I need. But whatever, I'm still camping a fair amount. Otherwise, I go up there with the Storm Wall, it destroys the objective. Between all the zaps and all those things, he's down to just 2 Legionnaires, so that's awesome. Jake's just runs away. You can see like the sliver of her base down there by the right building. Yeah, she just wants to live, so I get to keep a Storm Wall, so that's the idea there. Otherwise, I'm able to shoot down 1 more Raptor, but that's really it. My other 2 Jacks missed, and there you go. Like, I was really hoping he was going to have 0 Jacks now, or 0 Raptors rather, but he does. So either way, I'm feeling fairly safe. I'm camping lots. I know it's feet turn, but I mean, I had to weather this at some point. So he goes for the feet and shoots down this quarter and goes after Nemo. Luckily, he doesn't shoot me with Lylyth first. Lylyth kind of does some other things. But after being smashed twice, I am still alive with 3 hit points. And he didn't go for Animus, so I'm not on fire. So a little bit of a mistake on his part. He really just wanted to boost a hit, boost damage for both, and not go for Animus. But yeah, hey, I'll take it. I'm still alive, buddy. So otherwise, yeah, I got these Raptors and Anissa Rival going behind my lines now. He really kind of messes up my left Jack there, the defender. I mean, shoots it and knocks it down with the bolt thrower. Otherwise, doing some more damage, tying it up. Really, the other Shredder getting into me too. So that's looking okay. He puts a Legionnaire on either side of my Storm Wall to try and trap it in place and kind of get around me. And now at this point here, I'm feeling kind of good because I survived. I'm definitely not out of the woods yet. All these things tying me up. I definitely need to get onto that Ravagore. So I need to get that Legionnaire out of my way, which I have a couple of things to zap it with, so it shouldn't be too hard. Then send the Storm Wall after it. Now remember, it's going to have no focus, but I can walk over and punch it twice, and then it's going to have to take a major free strike if it wants to go anywhere else. And then otherwise, if I can get any shots onto these Raptors to try and reduce what's going to be coming my way, that would be great. Otherwise, what happened here is, I mean, my control points are actually looking pretty good too, because when the Storm Wall went up and destroyed the objective, he got 1 there, then had also controlled for another one, so I'm at 2, so I can also destroy these guys, get to 3, and if Nemo gets there later, that's 5 and I win. So most of my plan went pretty well. The one thing I realized though is that one of the Stormcallers is going to have to run around to control. Did that, killed off the Legionnaires, go over, punch up the Ravagore, he's hurting, was able to free up the defenders to try and get some shots off. They don't actually get anything done because I don't want to allocate any focus to them, so yeah, non-boost shots are going to miss. Otherwise, my good old buddy there, Nemo, is kind of getting around to the other side the best he can. This is kill box, so I can't just run off as far off as I want. And that's it. It's now 3-0, and this is really down to it now, where I am fully camped, and if he can kill me, I'll lose. Oh, sorry, I'm not fully camped, because I upkept failsafe. But if he can find some way to kill me, that'll be bad news. And I mean, with the Ravagore tied up, that'd be a nasty free strike. Maybe the Raptors, and Nissa's probably going to be the nastiest one, but we'll see what happens. The Ravagore comes over here and it freaks out actually because he's really hurting for Fury. I didn't even see that he was going really hot. And so once the Ravagore freaked out, I was like, hey, that's not too bad. But if you look back there, the damage rolls, it rolled triple 6s. So it actually did significant damage to me. But hey, as far as like the assassination goes, having the Ravagore out of the picture, that's great. However, Anissa just had to ruin my day, comes up here, rolls really high, and kills me. You know, I was having those regrets where maybe during my feet turn I could have been camping actually a little bit more by pulling off my focus, sorry. And so I was wondering if that was going to save me, but no, she rolled like 6-5 something really high, and I was going to be killed either way. So there you go. He wins by assassination. A game that I think, you know, was not really a good one for me given what he had and this goddamn river in the middle, but you know what, it was a good close game and lots of fun, and I definitely made a real game out of it. And luckily we're gonna have another game now. So game 2, same board, I'm on the same side, but this time I'm up against my buddy Jack and his Madrak2. You guys have seen lots of this, and we'll talk about a little bit at the end there, but now I get to try this. And this is more, I mean, really, this list will do best against War Machine. You know, I can disrupt any Jack, shoot them up, kill all the infantry. That's what's going to do best at. But this one here with all these lights, this one has rock, it has 3 axers, 2 impalers, a bouncer. You know, I can really shoot these guys up. Again, the bloody river is going to be a massive problem for me, because whereas he can get rush out and just charge across it, I can't. So we're going to have to kind of see how that goes, but otherwise this should be a fun game. So luckily I win first again, exactly the same as last time, except I'm not fearing the shooting as much. So, you know, failsafe goes up, I go and energize her up a bit, and my Stormcallers are getting positioned to zap up whatever troops want to run up. Otherwise, this is what it's going to look like for his first turn. So 2 axers are really kind of getting out there on me. Otherwise, the rest is using that wall for some good defense. Creel Warriors going off the left side there. And that's really it. You know, everything going into the stone to make everybody stronger. And what my plan is going to be is to kill off these front axers. I know I can kill 1, maybe I can kill 2, we're gonna have to see, and then otherwise I need to just start zapping all these Creel Warriors on the left. So I didn't quite able to kill both of them. I did get some hot dice for a bit of it, but 1 axer goes down, the other one's kind of bashed up. I was only able to kill off 1 of the Creel Warriors, the other one tough. I'm behind the wall to cause them problems, so I know I'm still going to be there, and even if they get onto me, I can still call down lightning. The 2 other Stormcallers are there, so I can start like triangulating, so I'm sure I'm going to be able to handle that. Some cover fires out there. I didn't want to drop a pod because he has Warpath, and so giving him a pod to kill will just mean that he can get on me easier, so I do have to kind of stay back and stay a little bit more careful with that. But yeah, you know, one light down so far. So on his turn, he's really coming on at me. The 1 axer charges in, and I believe he is able to get in range to make 1 little swipe at the defender. Not really anything, though, to damage-wise. Very little damage whatsoever. The Creel Warriors go for extra speed and run up just to engage and get to the wall and get in my face. Rock is really getting up there, so he's a big problem. I mean, he has Primal, and so all these lights, like the Axers, he can just make them so much better. So it's important that I kill these guys off. So on my turn here, clearly, I mean, my little council of Stormcallers are going to go after all of his Creel Warriors on the left and try and kill them all off. But I need to get rid of this Axer in front of me, and I really want to get rid of Rock. So I believe this will be the turn that what I'm going to do is the Storm Wall is going to swing around, kill the Axer. I'm going to pop feet so I can put on the 1 spell onto the middle defender so it can get +2 strength, also Electro Leap, but that won't be a big deal here. But I can Energizer them up, and then they can go after Rock. And I mean, 3 defenders, I'm only POW 16, but I mean, with all those guys, when we POW 18, I should be able to kill Rock. And then once he's down Rock and the 2 lights, I should be in a pretty good spot for attrition. So the turn goes fairly well. I go up there with the Storm Wall. He's able to beat up onto the Axer, get it out of the way. Then I pop feet, put the spell up in the middle defender, like I said. The first one goes up with POW 18, does some pretty good damage against him. Then I go up there with the other defender, it charges in, kills off Rock, and so once that happens, I have a defender free just to do a big old shot into the Impaler on the left, doing some pretty serious damage. Otherwise, the Council of Stormcallers really slaughter those Creel Warriors, so that's awesome. And yeah, I mean, at this point, he is down 2 lights. He's down his only heavy. I really am assuming that he's going to come at me hard and destroy the 2 defenders there, but then Stormwall can come back and kill whatever's there, and I mean the attrition should just go my way from there. So really blurry picture, but what's going on here is utter crap. I felt so bad. This is his feet turn, so his guys get to come in at me, they get to bash at me, he gets to do all that awesome stuff, and when he's all done, not only did he not destroy a Jack, he also didn't even cripple a system. This is because he just could not hit me. Signar Jacks, for some reason, are defense 12. I think it's awesome, but he just kept on missing and missing and missing. I mean, a Mat 5 from the Bouncer just needs 7s to hit. The Axer only needs a 6, but he just missed so many attacks that it was ridiculous. And like I said, did not lose a system. And then as far as attrition goes, this means that it's basically like coffin time. So at the end of his turn, it looks like this. He does kill off a couple of my Stormcallers on the left, so the council a little bit hurting, but otherwise, yeah, that's really it. The Impaler on the right had slammed back the Defender, so it's back there and knocked down, but that's not really a problem. He can just stand back up and shoot at the Impaler back. Good old Rain 16 guns. But yeah, for my turn here, I plan just to kill the Bouncer. I think I could maybe go after Madrak, but I might as well keep up the attrition. I'm going to kill the Bouncer, kill the Axer, and anything else is gravy. However, this is now my turn to be kind of garbage, and the Stormwall, out of its 5 attacks, only hits once. So whereas I thought that was going to be fairly easy to kill all these guys, yeah, no, I kill off the Axer, do a little bit of damage to the Bouncer, but hardly anything. So yeah, bad dice going on this river apparently. Otherwise, I try and finish off that Krill Warrior and just can't do it. So I guess it was my turn for bad dice. Otherwise, yeah, the other defender gets up, just shoots at the Impaler, does minor damage. So on his turn here, he realizes, you know what, things are looking pretty bad. Madrak just needs to take out this Stormwall. The Stormwall goes down, okay, maybe things will be okay. But no, his damage rolls, he can hit, so that's good, but his damage rolls really fail him here. He gets some damage onto me, but I mean, it's not even like one side crippled, and so yeah, with that happening, it's really bad. So this is what it looks like after everything's done. Now he realizes one of the things that he needs to do to keep Madrak alive is to kill the one defender that's closest to him, because clearly what I'm going to do is just put all my focus onto the Stormwall, put some focus onto that defender, do a headbutt with the defender, and then just punch him with the Stormwall. Pretty easy. So if he can destroy that defender, he's forcing me to actually having to boost a hit and all that stuff. Well, he tries to attack me with the Impaler, the other Impaler, the Bouncer, and he does beat me up, but does not take out my Cortex, and does not destroy me. So, yeah. Yay, Bad Dice River. Otherwise then, you know what happens. I zap away some of his Grim Salvation targets, knock him down, and punch dead. So, there's the game. Win by assassination. Crazy bad dice. And in a way, I felt kind of bad for that because my buddy Jack is going to China. He's a guy that I've really become really good friends with, you know, chatting with all the time, always gaming with and stuff. That's why you guys have seen this list so often. It's his favorite list. And now he's going off to China for 2 years. So that really, I mean, it's great for him. He's going to be making awesome money, but it really sucks I won't be able to play against him anymore. And, you know, if any of you guys were for some reason tired of seeing this crazy Madrak list, well, you won't see it for 2 years. But, yeah, I mean, if Jack's watching, thanks for all the games. Sorry this game went so crazy. And otherwise, for those watching, hopefully you enjoyed this Nemo2 tier list, and we'll catch you later. Bye.